Hi, it's Terry Lowe with PLSN and FOH TV here at Rock in Rio at the hour right before the storm. The gates are about to open, and we have with us John Brown of Brown United, who's been the major fabricator of all the staging here.
And I have to get close to Terry because of the drumming.
Yes, it's they're certainly doing sound check at this point, but since we have John with us, he's going to tell us about all the things that he's put together for this great facility here in Las Vegas.
Well, you're going to have to follow me, okay? We got the main stage, which is 90 foot tall with a 22-foot proscenium on it, all Frank Gehry-ish panels, 140 panels put on there. I think of it as 560 cheese burros, but the screens, the backdrop, everything is 90 foot tall. It's the tallest roof that we have put in. We pan over to the VIP, which the VIP is 80,000 square feet of VIP pleasure. So it's got glass front guardrail. It's got Irma Fair is the company that put in the tent. We did all the decking and all the understructure as well. It's a 2-level, so what you see on top is pretty much on the bottom as well. So then we move over, let's go to this stage here. We call this the second stage, or the sunset stage, and now it's the Mercedes-Benz Evolution stage. And it had to be quite creatively rigged. As you see, it's a different fascia for sure. So those are 3 of the biggest structures. We should walk down to Rock Street, which we built all of Rock Street, which is like a big Disneyland, Universal Studios facade, driven three cities: the UK, the USA, and Brazil, of course. So all of those structures were built. So we'll walk down there and take a look.
So John,
can I do the Ferris wheel, by the way?
Can I ask you, did you do the facades on the stages as well?
Yes, we did.
Fabricated those?
We did not fabricate them. They came from Portugal.
Oh, they came from Portugal.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are all 4-posts?
4-post, and that one is a 8-post because we had to take the poles up to 90 foot, and we have a double grid. Usually we just have one grid to hold the lights. We did a double grid to hold the scenic on the top. The rigging beams there cantilever 11 feet, so they're quite big to take up the sound. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple job.
Just another day at work for John Brown and Brown United.
That's right. That's right.
So we're on the west end of the grounds here at Rock in Rio, and what's behind us is what John calls Rock Street, which is a whole village that's been put together with stores and different restaurants and
52 stores.
52 stores.
That's right. 52 20 by 20s sold to merchants that they actually sell goods out of each of them. We're all the way down through the backside and all the way to the south. So there's 52 20 by 20s where they actually wanted to build them out of containers, 400 containers stacked and packed. And I said, where are you going to get them? They were going to manufacture them. Wow. So I just brought in scaffold, and if you swing around the back at some point, you can see how it was built. And we made some special fittings in that, and it basically worked.
So John, just like on a movie set, it's all a big facade. So how much scaffolding did it take to put this up?
We have about 40 truckloads of scaffold here. So total about 90 truckloads of gear here total. So, but you can see the scaffold got put to good use. We bought all the sheet metal to make it no vinyl or anything. They wanted to have total weatherproof. So we went ahead and bought a bunch of sheet metal, and it's reusable because the event is over 5 years. So everything could be amortized over 3 events over 5 years. So there was a lot of investment made. We do have the contract for 2017 and 19 as well.
So John, how long has your crew been on site here to fabricate this facility?
February 16th. Wow. We started February 16th right here. So we basically built the structure for them. The facades came from Portugal. So, you know, they didn't have to recreate them. It was better to do that. And then we created all the steps and ramps and support structure, the floors, the walls, waterproofed it, and so.
Would you say this is the biggest facility and job that Brown United has done?
I think it's the biggest city I ever built.
Yeah.
So there's actually, in addition to all the Rock Street stores, you have Rock Street stages. There's the south, there's a stage. On the west, there's a stage, and as we go around the corner, there'll be a north stage, a UK, a US, and a Brazil stage.
So 5 stages altogether?
There's 5. There's 9 big structures that we did. They called these the little stages. Right. Well, you'll see they're like a regular 60 by 40 concert stage. So that was their little stages.
So John, here we are at the Rock Street stage. Tell us a little bit about this facility.
Well, every one of these stages, and there's one there, and one over there, they're all built out of standard construction. And when this all started, there was an idea to do it, you know, permanently, and it just didn't make financial sense. So we brought in temporary, useful, reusable product, steel, wood, and aluminum. And these structures are all that. It seems to be all wood, but it's very structural. Any small event would love to have just this on their property. So this is one of them. We can walk around and catch a shot of the other 2 if you want.
So this really has a hometown feel to it. It's like a Main Street, Disney Main Street type of feel.
Oh, for sure. I think of it as a Disneyland or a Universal Florida kind of thing. And it's 40 acres of playland, basically, for 60,000 people to show up. So I think a lot of people will congregate back here because of every store is basically sold and with a merchant inside, and you're just happy as can be. All of the detail work, like the drywall and all that, another company did. So we didn't do the drywall, but we did all the structural ends around it. So.
Now, how big a crew did you have over here for this?
Oh, God. We started with 8. Yeah. We ramped up to about 50.
Wow.
So, and the great thing is, talking about crew, I got the best in the world working for me.
You didn't do this all yourself?
No, but I got Simon Franklin, who is the top guy. I don't know anybody better than he is, as the site manager, basically doing the biggest stages, the rigging and all that. He's known very well for his rigging. International Rigging is one of his companies. And I got Roy Bickle to work for me. So Roy is out here. He's from Vegas, and it was a great thing. I'm going to have him go over to another event right after this, another event unnamed. So it's great.
Excellent. All right, let's take a look at these other stages. So John, what's the name of this stage?
This is the UK stage. So again, UK, Brazil, and USA. Buildings all around them. So you could pan that and have a look at the 52 buildings. We did not do the Ferris wheel. That's one thing we did not do. But if you pan to your right, there's a kiosk that sells swag, which is, you know, all standard equipment. We put beams on 20-foot centers and took that up. There's nothing but air in that top there, but it looks good. And I've been here a number of times. I've been here a dozen times, in and out with my crews. And one of my other guys, David Wojcik, he's the best. He did all the Rock Street stores. He did the kiosk. He did the VIP while Simon was doing the big stages. And by the way, we did all the labor. Oh, wow. We built it all ourselves. So we didn't have the promoter. Right. So it's one job that they didn't pay for that. They asked us to do it all. So we brought in all the crews from California and some of our Nevadians, like Roy, and just staffed it and built it. And I've always said that we can build a standard stage with 3 guys if you give us a week. Right. You know, so we started with 8 guys doing this, and they knocked out the support structure in probably 3 weeks.
So, John, are you going to be riding the zip line this weekend?
Well, if the line's short enough, yeah. I will. I feel truly safe on that thing. The tower that you see, that's a takeoff tower, what you're pointing at, and you can see the lines. Maybe the camera can't see the lines, but it goes from far stage right, which you're filming, all the way down to over there where it says Corona Rock Rio, right in front of the SLS. So you're going to fly over the audience.
Well, this is a spectacular rock and roll playground here. You got a lot to be proud of.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to say again, I'm proud of Simon, David Wojcik, Roy Bickle, Mike Robinson. These are the best. They're the best guys. And also Nuno, who hired me from Rock in Rio. They've become like brothers to me now, because we've spent so much time together, and we will over the next 5 years. So it's a really nice Rock in Rio family.
So that's the insider look at Rock in Rio before it happens with John Brown of Brown United. We thank him for having us over this afternoon right before the gates open, and we hope you enjoyed this insider look.